And nothing helps you relax more than a little dose of harmless nihilism. What's that? Welcome back to Watson and James Don't Play. My name is the mysterious Dun Peel, known as D.
And I'm the demon that lives in his hand.
He sucks stuff up and he talks mad shit is what he does.
You get it. We're playing Vampire Hunter D for PlayStation.
The second movie is so much better than the first one. That's my hot take. I'm leading with hot takes.
Is it a hot take? That's the only one I own on Blu-ray.
Oh, Bloodlust?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. There was an original just called Vampire Hunter D, and it's...
I think you can watch it on YouTube, actually.
You can watch both of them on YouTube in their entirety.
Well, get the Blu-ray of the second one. That's actually worth it. It looks phenomenal.
And if you must go on YouTube, look for that little HQ. Someone that, uploaded a high-quality version of it or something.
HQ headquarters version, yep.
Yep, headquarters. High-quality HQ. What's that guy?
Come on down to your high-quality headquarters. That would be a good store name.
Vampire Hunter.
HQ.
Vampire Hunter D is the local manager for Spatula City.
Sure, we can gloss over that $1 billion idea. That's fine. HQ. Now
loading.
I said it, so it's copyrighted.
TM, bitch.
TM, motherfucker. All right, yeah, we're at the start screen. Let's go.
Options. I think this is not where I do this. No, it's not. I'm looking for the easy option.
What you're going to do first, though, is you skipped right over the music. You're going to go ahead and take the music out.
Oh, the music's fine. There's nothing weird about the music in this game.
You're weird about the music in this game. That's my hot take.
I almost plugged a different game in, and it would have got us in trouble. It was Nightmare Creatures 2. We played Nightmare Creatures 1 on the show months ago.
Yes.
And I said, oh, there's a sequel. That's right. I forgot about that. And it said music by Rob Zombie. And I'm like, nope, I don't need that kind of heat. 12,090 AD? Rob Zombie's somehow still alive after 10,000 years.
Somehow Zombie returned.
He lingers on. Cutscenes, I don't care. Skip.
Yeah.
I know what happens. It's very sad. Somebody's daughter got kidnapped by a vampire. Turns out the daughter was into it.
There's like bounty hunters.
Yeah.
And they're gonna go try to get her.
It's not good.
It's a pretty classic story. It's like a Western.
Yeah.
Or like a samurai movie or something like that,
I would say it's a vibe situation. Like this game is all vibes.
It's all vibes. Yeah, absolutely. You are 100% correct with that.
Do you remember tank controls?
I do remember we had a discussion. First of all, can we talk about the hamburger helper glove in the corner?
Take a look inside your mind and tell me what you see.
He's like, hi, I'm here to help you fuck shit up.
All I need are 3 pounds of ground beef.
So you're telling me that this is a tank controls game.
Yeah, and you can't turn them off. It's tank control only.
I mean, look, you're okay with that.
It's fine.
I think that's where we landed last time is you're fine with it. I get a little tripped up until I adjust to it, so it's fine. You're on the controls.
So I'm running towards the screen, pressing up. It's weird.
Mm-hmm.
It's just odd.
What are these spinning chests?
Oh, they're just stuff.
Well, I assumed that. I was
Items.
just setting you up to talk about the game, asshole.
I don't want to talk about the game.
I do.
What do you think? What do you think this is?
I love these vibes.
What do you think this? All right, we'll talk about the game for a little bit.
A little, right?
I didn't know this game existed till about an hour ago.
You didn't?
No, I had no
thought
idea.
You knew about this.
No, I didn't know about this. I knew about Vampire Hunter D, and I was looking for something to play.
Right? Yeah, obviously we both knew about the anime, but the game. I don't know. Do people play this game? Is this a popular game? I have no idea, but I've known of its existence.
I have no idea what anyone thinks of this game.
I don't know what most people think of most things. I feel like I don't know. I try not to give too much weight to popularity.
When I watch a movie I think looks cool, let's say I'm just scrolling through Max.
Yeah.
I'll just watch it.
Right.
Right.
You don't do a ton of research like, what do people think about this?
After I watch it, then I'll be like, all right, what did other people think about this?
Mm-hmm.
So I'll go on Rotten Tomatoes, look at the thing.
Is it okay to buy a t-shirt for this? Or am I going to get ridiculed?
Right. Are people going to make fun of me? So I'll look it up and be like, all right, 62%. Yeah. That validates my likeness of the movie. And once in a great while, I'll watch a movie that I really like and come to find out no one else liked it. And I go, maybe I'm wrong.
Yeah, I wanted to ask you that. Like, what, in a similar vein, you were talking about hot takes.
God damn, look at that outfit. It's ridiculous.
Or lack of.
Absurd.
It's missing some fabric there.
Just the whole front of it, can you leave it off?
Also, Vampirella's lawyers will be contacting you.
Put where the front fabric would be, all on the shoulders. I want 3 pauldrons on each side.
And if you have extras, wrap them up in my hair. Fuck it. You go ahead and put up Vampirella's waist slit. You know what I'm talking about?
I already did, and that's all you see is the waist slit.
Molotov
I'm leaving else.
in there as well.
I'm leaving everything else out.
All the characters with the deepest V's. Throw in a Borat. Whatever you want to do.
Do not fear me, Gypsy. All I want from you is your tears.
But what I'm thinking of whenever you bring up hot takes is
It's enough thinking for one day.
is the hot takes that I have like kept to myself only to realize, oh yeah, everybody thinks that about like what's the thing that you thought you were like the minority on until you actually voiced your opinion and you realize kind of everybody thinks that.
Oh, just about any time I say, here's a hot take, that's not true at all. All right?
It's a belief held by at least someone else.
Tons of people think this. It still sounds controversial, but I can't think of anything else. My ability to recollect my thoughts is tough. I have a hard time with it.
That doesn't bode well for you going into dementia season.
No, it's not. It does not bode well whatsoever. What the fuck?
When did this
Get away
become
from me?
The movie Entrapment.
Laser beams. Out
Just
of nowhere.
laser beams.
He did say, he's like, hey, bro.
I got the bodysuit. Are we doing the laser beams? Are we doing them? Oh no, it's that albino priest from the Da Vinci Code. Remember the Da Vinci Code movies?
I remember Tom Hanks' haircut in those movies.
You remember the wigs?
That kind of weird mullet wig that he wore.
Oh, I'm very familiar.
It's weird. Oh, look at you.
Makes the hand demon look fucking normal.
Hamburger helper guy is looking rough these days.
People aren't buying as much raw hamburger.
This is just what the hand looks like without the glove on.
Right.
You take the glove off and it's like, oh wow, okay. So you're a working actor then, right?
Weirdly enough, if you turn him around, he does have the 2 big cartoon buttons on the back.
This disembodied
It's like Mickey Mouse gloves.
this disembodied hand is a worker.
Oh yeah, he's a SAG-AFTRA member. He's got the insurance.
This is awful.
He does mostly regional like commercial work, but every once in a while he'll get a national campaign like we were talking about, maybe a De Beers ring commercial where he gets to display a ring or something like that. Lots of stuff for a hand to do, you know?
This is the kind of game where they designed it and then forgot to make a game. This is terrible.
I'm not sensing a lot of story or stuff that really actually makes sense.
Oh, we skipped all the cutscenes.
No, I know that, but even then, like...
Even now within the game?
It's like what you're talking about. It just doesn't feel like they put a lot into that
No, they
aspect.
said, you're a vampire hunter.
Like, look, we got a hot property. We're going to make this game, so... Look, your deadline's in 6 weeks.
It's a big castle. The game only takes place within the castle. And that's it. You run around killing monsters.
Get it done.
And maybe put some cheat codes in.
What kind of monsters? I don't know, vampire-themed monsters?
Yeah, just kinda-
do whatever you want.
Just skinless dudes.
We have some old monster designs laying around. Throw them in there, whatever. Who
Yeah.
cares?
Something real safe. No one's going to care about.
I'm sure multiple people stressed over the making of this game and were making it seem like nobody tried, but look.
Oh, this is a passion project of at least one guy who didn't have the backing of the company he worked for.
That's pretty fun, though. That's
Not having the backing of the people you work for.
no, this character.
Yeah. Meyer Link looks cool.
He looks cool. I want to give props where props are due.
Again,
Some of this looks cool.
the whole thing, the story is pretty standard stuff.
Yeah.
It's all about designs.
Mm-hmm.
It's all about, super sexy anime characters.
It's all about
Pointy chins. Chins that could kill you.
pointy chins, the smallest nose you've ever seen, and always, always at least one curly strand of hair out of place. It's just, these are the hallmarks. Are you going to kick this guy's ass or what?
No, I'm invincible. You see my HP bar not go down?
That's pretty amazing.
Is that awesome? It's handy.
Did you do that, or did the game do that?
Yes. That is my answer.
Yes.
Correct.
Excellent.
Wonderful. Got him. First boss dead.
I'm
Or
so
at least
proud
done.
of you.
Oh, he's fine. He's still standing.
I feel like, yeah, that was your little intro. Like, remember at the beginning of, what is it, Force Unleashed, when you fight Vader, like, immediately in that game?
Right.
And you're like, am I going to kill Vader? No, he's going to leave halfway through this.
What should we do? Are you going to give a potion to the
No.
human girl? No?
No.
No, of course not.
We're dicks. That's the whole thing.
Oh, I thought the game would be over then. That'd be hilarious if it just says, game over. You've chosen...
Even knowing that was the outcome, I would still like go through all that again and still not give it to her.
Oh, really? Even now, I still don't want to help you.
I won't bow to you, game.
Get 'em.
You
What
can't make me help someone.
are these things? Just nothing.
Just
Dudes.
dudes with claws. They look like naked mole rat mutants.
There's nothing on the shelf. Yeah, I'm trying to kill this
The
guy.
long digging claws.
I cut his ass in half.
They look like low level like Power Rangers villains. Like that's definitely a guy in a suit, you know.
I had a clip pop up earlier today. It was the
Blood pill, sick.
hell yeah. It was the pig monster from Power Rangers, the one with like its whole body is a head of a pig. The arms are coming out of the mouth hole, and he's wearing the helmet with the red mohawk deal.
Yep, I'm very familiar. He looks a lot like the Mad Ball. Remember Mad Balls from the 80s?
A little bit, yeah.
Where they would just be like monsters and mummies and stuff, like, but they'd be like a ball.
So here, we're going to talk design for a moment.
That's all we're talking, apparently.
How do you know where to go from here? You see something on the left-hand side of the screen. It looks like something you could jump on, but really you're just jumping into nothing. And then the camera changes and you go, and the game says, "Congratulations, you got it right.
It looks like
No thanks to us.
No thanks.
None whatsoever."
It looks like you're in the back room of the club from Blade.
This is Meyerlink's.
Like, this is where they hang out,
Yeah.
take blood pills.
If there was a curtain with beads on it, it'd be Meyerlink's porno room.
Yeah.
I keep all my special tapes in here. What kind of tapes? You know.
Yeah.
Stuff.
Oh, speaking of tapes.
Some orphan boys.
Don't.
Don't? Okay.
Don't do it.
Don't do it. Too late.
Don't start an Orpheus bit. No, I'm about to
I'm about to start an Orpheus
I'm
bit.
about to recruit someone else into watching Venture Brothers.
Oh, really?
It's gonna happen.
You know someone now that's never seen it or heard of it? Or
I'm slow playing it. I'm not trying to force it
Sure.
because it's one of those things where like you don't want to build up too much and get too much pressure on the person who's gonna watch it before they actually see it. He's like, "Come on, like this. You like this, right?
Please
this is
like
great.
it.
Please." And you're just staring at them while they watch it. That's the worst.
I hate playing music for someone in person.
Same thing.
And I love this song, right? So I went to a thing last night where there was a Bluetooth speaker available, right? And the music being played was pretty standard fare. And I was invited to play something too, and I go,
I have no idea what standard fare means.
oh, just like classic rock.
Okay, thank you.
Think just AC/DC, Journey.
I know what classic rock is.
The safe stuff.
I just didn't know if you meant like top 40. Like
Some top
like,
40
I don't know
too.
what kind of party you were
yeah,
at.
just some pop music, stuff like that. And someone said, "Why don't you play something?" And I go,
Anyway, here's Weird Al's first demo tape submitted to Dr. Demento. Hope you guys like the suitcase percussion.
So I said, "No, my playlist is pretty eclectic. You're not going to like it." And they go, "No, put it on, give it a shot." And I said, "No, don't tell me what to do." And that was the end of that.
It's called Demand Avoidance, and you have it.
Yeah. You're like, "No, I probably would have."
I wouldn't say you suffer from it because you seem to enjoy it, but
Yes, it's hilarious. I don't get tired of it.
I think it's hilarious when people try to tell you to do shit like that. I'm like, he's not gonna do it because you told him to.
Like, now I can't do it. I was doing it
And
just
now
now.
he's crippled.
I was doing the thing, and then
Can't
you
do it.
said, "Hey, can you take care of this?" And I dropped it on the ground. I go, "I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know how to do anything.
I've never done anything in my life, and you can't get a warrant.
I'm a big fucking idiot. Thanks to you.
Yeah.
Congratulations."
And I'm super litigious, so come on, bring it on.
I'm gonna win this conversation.
That's the thing is, do you believe conversations are to be won?
Yes, absolutely. Every interaction is just a chance to overcome an opponent.
I'm gonna misquote Jasmine here for a second and tell you
Okay.
that conversations are not a prize to be won.
Sometimes, kind of depends.
I mean, sure, maybe in court, but like,
Every now and then something could get brought up in public, and I'll just tell someone, "I don't want to talk about that."
yeah, that's fair. I like to preemptively disengage with stuff that I know is going nowhere.
It's a stuffed bird.
Weird that I still do this podcast, that being the case, but you know.
I have learned that telling someone I don't want to talk about this enrages them.
It almost always backfires immediately.
Because they go,
They hone in on it specifically and go, well, there's everything else in the world to talk about, but let's talk about that thing specifically and why you don't want to talk about it. Well, that's kind of still talking about it, isn't it?
it's always at work, too, where I cannot walk away.
You're trapped, yeah.
I am trapped by a customer.
Okay.
A customer wants to talk about his politics with me. I have said, sir, I'd rather not speak about this. And then he goes off, calls me a communist immediately. And I'm like, I didn't even say anything.
What are you, commie?
Like, I just don't think this is the place to talk about that kind of stuff.
It's like, sir, I'm honestly just trying to sell you a piece of dowel rod right now.
Yeah, I just
that
wanna-
doesn't require political affiliations.
You going to buy this bag of screws or not?
I mean, do you need me to do like a Sieg Heil when you walk in so you know we're all cool here? Like, what the fuck are we talking about right now?
Jesus.
Like, you want to have that conversation? Let's fucking have it.
The only time that I'll engage someone is if they have a T-shirt with a thing on it that makes me go, oh, neat. Then we can talk about it. You're wearing a thing that I approve of. We're probably going to get along.
And I'm
then
only
I
going to
still-
talk about that.
then
By
I
the way,
still-
I'm not going to say, hey, cool Zelda shirt. Who you voting for?
Right.
You know?
Yeah, every now and then someone will see my tattoo and be like, oh, the Triforce. And I go, hell yeah. And that's it.
And you high five and you part ways.
Yeah, and we're done.
Good times.
We move on with our lives.
Give
It's
a little,
great.
Hiya.
I love these old school loading screens.
Oh, yeah, they're great. I was playing, what was I playing the other day? I think it was one of the Assassin's Creed games.
Bat!
Where the loading screen is just you kind of walking through. It looks like a puddle, but it's, you know, like misty while the game loads in between quote unquote memories.
Yeah, sure.
And I love that. I don't know why. It just lets you run as fast as you want. You can do your little moves and stuff, but it's just like in a void.
It's a good idea, too.
It's more interactive than looking at something scrolling in a circle or a bar that means nothing across the bottom of the screen.
Wasn't that almost like a tutorial for the game?
Some of it was,
They
yeah.
taught you some moves that maybe you might
Yeah,
not
you could-
experiment with unless told to.
Yeah, I think you could recall training sessions and stuff like that.
It's a way to get around bad game design.
It was similar in Jedi Fallen Order where you would just like recall training,
Yeah.
which would just, jump you to a cutscene of you doing a tutorial.
Yeah, if you're going to teach me how to do something, game, make it interesting. Make me be involved in it. Don't just pause the game against my will with a blurb that says, press B to roll. Yeah, I fucking know that. I already pressed the B button. I figured it out. You don't have to remind me.
Long ago, in the lands of double jump, the people bowed and pressed up twice while also holding on the B button, and it was so. It's like, come on, man.
But no more, and the game takes away your ability to jump, and you go, wait, what the fuck? The game's just designed for you to lose.
And all of a sudden, you're just on the start screen. It's like, oh, that's the setup for this game, getting the double jump.
Whoa!
Sweet backflip, bro.
Yeah, man, that was awesome.
I'm really proud of you.
See, when there's enemies in a corner like this, and the camera keeps changing, you can't tell where you are.
It's Silent Hill all over again, dog.
It's so dumb. I'm glad they don't do that kind of shit anymore.
They have kind of nailed the cameras down a little better.
A little better, yeah.
Some games still suffer from it. It's honestly all in the design. It's how you design the game. But they have gotten better, and there are different techniques now, I feel like. But at the same time, I feel like we're playing this cozy, vibe-filled game. Halloween's coming up. We're playing these spooky games.
Yeah, there's no stakes in this game.
What have you been watching? What have you been doing with yourself?
I have spent the week rewatching Midnight Mass on Netflix.
Oh, that's right. You mentioned to me that, in your opinion, it held up.
It
just
still
as
holds
good?
up, and there's a big twist.
Held
obviously.
up like it was made 50 years ago.
I meant that it holds up after knowing about the twist.
Right, yeah. Yeah, you can rewatch it, and it stands up to a second viewing, is what I think you said.
Yeah, because there is a big twist. A thing happens where I was not prepared for the thing to happen, genuinely.
It's a good kind of twist, too, because it's not a gotcha kind of moment. It's more of a... It's one of those where once it happens, it does somewhat feel inevitable, even if you weren't ready for it. It does feel like it was going towards something like that, which I feel like is the right way to do it.
Not just inevitable, but necessary.
Inevitable.
It feels like, oh, you didn't know this thing needed to happen in the show, but you're so glad that it did when it does.
Exactly. Yeah, those are the most satisfying. Have you watched Mike Flanagan's other projects? Like he did the
Such
haunting
as?
the haunting miniseries.
Yeah, I did the first one. I did The Haunting of Hill House.
Yeah,
That was great.
they do Bly Manor as well.
I'm so glad that Elliot from ET has work now. because of Mike Flanagan.
Oh, damn it. We brought him up, too, and we could not remember his name.
It's something innocuous.
Why can't we ever remember his normal-ass name?
It's on the screen right now.
It's not.
It's
Go back to the last episode when we talked about grown-up Elliot from E.T.
yeah, but he's in the show. He's in Midnight Mass. He's wearing a lot of like prosthetics and
Gotta
makeup
get that
and shit.
engagement, baby.
Yeah, I guess. Watch the old ones, huh?
Go
Come
watch
on.
them. They're there. I've put them into playlists.
Why does the Hobbit get 700 views and then Silent Hill the week that it comes out? YouTube's like, bro, no,
Silent Hill. Nobody wants that.
nobody wants that. You're playing the wrong one.
So we're leaning into that, and we're playing more PlayStation 1 horror games.
Right? Like, all right, fine. I tried to be modern. I tried to be hip, and you said no. So I said, all right, I'm going back in time then.
This is our defiance again. You know, YouTube's trying to tell us what to do, and we're like, well, now we can't do that.
Now I can't do it. I can't do it. I was going to. You fucking ruined everything. Congratulations.
You ruined everything.
Ooh, a spider key.
I love all the wallpaper choices. Can I just say that? All the textures and wallpapers and stuff going on in this game.
Spider
Big
key.
fan. Big fan of all this.
I like the idea of
Did you just sing
wallpaper.
a
I
little
don't think I
Spider
ever
Key
could.
song there?
Spider key.
Yeah?
Spider key.
I thought you
Does
did.
whatever a spider key does. Opens doors.
You did a
Picks a lock.
Simpsons song version. Okay. Props to you.
What are you talking about?
Can he spin from a web? No, he can't. He's the pig. Look out! Here is the spider pig. You remember the Simpsons movie?
I remember it now. Yeah.
Yeah, you do.
It's weird how that movie happened. Just it feels like it came out of nowhere. The movie came out, and then they just kept making Simpsons episodes after that. It was weird. I'm glad it happened. I love the movie.
Yeah,
but it's
you're
still
used to a
strange.
movie being like a consolation prize. Like, yeah, we canceled your show, but here's a movie.
Here's a movie
to
that-
end it or whatever.
The Baboon Heart from Venture Brothers. That was
Right.
the idea of that movie. Is that?
And it's a classic thing. It happens all the time. Yeah.
But no, the movie came out. They said, "All right, make some more."
Well, there was never going to be the movie's it. It was can we do a movie? We've been doing the show so long. Let's try to push ourselves. So they literally got a writer's room together of classic Simpsons writers, like John Swartzwelder, to work on the movie while they were still in production on the show.
Okay.
Now, if you're like me and you were following the fact that they were making a Simpsons movie and then buying the Simpsons DVDs, you can listen to the commentary tracks of, I think it's season like 11, 10, 11.
Like the lead up to the movie.
You can hear them talking about working on the movie. You can hear them talking about, like, yeah, we've only got 3 people doing the commentary track today because everybody else is in the writer's room for the Simpsons movie and
That's
stuff
cool.
like that.
Yeah.
One of the Simpsons seasons has, like, animatics trailers and stuff for the movie that's going to be coming out around the time that was released.
How many seasons were there? So this is you're talking commentary for season 10 and season 11 of Simpsons, right?
Ish. I mean,
How-
I'm not going to say that's exactly when, 'cause
Sure.
I'm not sure when the DVDs were put out exactly.
Here's a trivia question for you then. What season of The Simpsons was airing when the movie came out?
It would have been like season...
What, 20?
No.
No? Okay.
No, way earlier than that.
I don't know. I have no
came
concept
out,
of time.
The movie came out in 2007.
Jesus.
The
Okay.
show would have been on for about 9 years at that point, approximately.
God, I'm so old.
No,
What the
not-
fuck happened?
No, sorry, not 9 years. I'm not saying that right. The show started in 1989. So 1989 to 2007. How many years?
Say it
Do
again.
it, math boy.
Say it again.
2007
Yeah.
to 1989.
Oh God, I don't know. 18?
Something like that.
Something like that? All right.
But when they were writing it, years before that, it would be a couple seasons before that, right?
Yeah.
So I'm saying it's going to be like season 13, 14, something like that, probably.
It just feels
But
like it
they
was
keep-
later. It just
but
feels
they
like it was later in the series than that.
I mean, that's fairly fucking late in the series.
I guess. I don't know. Because they're on season, 32 now?
Yeah, I think they're working on 33 or 34.
It's fascinating. I have not seen a modern Simpsons episode since, like, season 10.
Yeah, because Simpsons is essentially just 2 years younger than us.
Yeah. I just kind of stopped watching. It's not that I don't like it. I love old Simpsons because that's the stuff that I'm familiar with. It's transcended generations, and it's crazy to me.
And if you want to get real technical about it, it's the exact same age as we are.
Oh.
Because the Simpsons shorts debuted on the Tracy Ullman Show in 1987. They didn't get their own show until 1989/90
Uh-huh.
because Fox was struggling really hard for programming. Fox was just starting as a network. So, yeah, technically we are the exact same age as The Simpsons. They just didn't have full seasons of the show in 1987.
This guy seemed like a real threat. This mosquito see-through thing. And I killed it just like the other thing. It's like, all right, well. you redesigned the monsters. You didn't change the engagement of the monsters. I'm starting to think this isn't a very good game.
I'm starting to think that The Simpsons might be slightly older than you because I think it debuted in September.
I think you're right. You make it sound like I'm ages older than you. I'm like 3 months older than you.
Well, I'm just saying.
Just saying.
Where were you before The Simpsons? You know what I mean? Like,
where were you when the towers fell?
You weren't
Answer me that.
around. You weren't around.
You weren't around. You weren't around when the towers fell.
I don't remember you texting me that day. Where were you exactly?
Oh, I didn't have a cell phone. I didn't own a cell phone yet. This is before the time of cell phones.
We also didn't know each other.
I think no, we did not know each other then.
We definitely didn't know.
We met a couple years later.
Yeah.
In a church parking lot. And then after that,
that sounds shady.
After that meeting, after I met you for the first time, I didn't see you again for 4 years.
That sounds about right.
It was weird. And then you reappeared, and I said, I'm going to marry this man.
That guy
and then
fucks.
I did. That guy fucks. We're going to do it. Just wait for it.
Good times. Good times.
I'm lost, man.
Well, try to find your way for a couple minutes here, but mostly I want you to talk about what you want to play next week. What do you think?
I keep forgetting the attack button in this game is circle. I'm thinking...
That's counterintuitive.
I've had a game that I wanted to play all month. All month for Halloween.
Okay.
It was revealed last month or earlier this month that it was coming out this month.
Okay.
I'm referring to the Rocky Horror Picture Show game.
What?
Yeah, they're making it's the same guy that made the Angry Video Game Nerd game. So it's a side-scroller action, just kind of silly game, you know?
Gotcha.
They said it's coming out October.
They're not going for a AAA MMO?
No, nothing like that. They said it's coming out in October. It is, as of this recording, it is October 20th. You have 11 days left to release your game. There is no release date. All they said was, it's coming out in October. The game is finished. What that tells me is the game is not even close to being finished. Someone else set the release date, and there's 3 dudes that are just working day and night trying to get this thing pumped out.
They're like, yeah, I know the promotional material's already gone out.
So I'm not gonna be mad if it doesn't come out because I know it's a time crunch.
I know what the marketing campaign said, Todd.
But the marketing campaign said it's coming out in October.
I don't know, Margot.
This guy's fucking cool. Now this is a cool character. Look at this guy.
I mean, yeah.
Again, not a threat.
It's your basic crab leg monster thing. Like,
oh,
he gets back up. That's nice.
I just said not a threat, and he climbs up again. He says, "No, I'm a threat."
It looks like a rejected xenomorph design.
It kind of looks like the thing at the end of the thing. Yes, the sideways mouth looking thing.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Oh, I know, baby.
Oh, if you've never seen the thing, right now it's streaming on Prime. If you want to watch an incredible movie.
Also, if you've never seen the thing, get the hell off our channel.
That's not fair.
This is not for you.
Oh, okay.
None of this is for you. You don't know anything. You got catching up to do. Go watch some fucking movies.
So it's streaming on Prime. Ignore Watson. He's insane.
Extremely insane.
I think it's great that you're here. I'm glad to have you. Ignore the man behind the curtain.
There's nothing behind the curtain. You know that.
There's nothing anywhere. None of this matters.
Whoa.
We made all of it up.
That's true.
None of it.
We made all of it up, and yet some people are still like starving in the world.
I have learned that...
And we have credit scores. The best we could do is coming up with credit scores.
I have learned that when we get a new guy at work, the way that I help them succeed, I go, none of this matters.
Hey, none of this matters for me.
None of this matters. Now, there are some things you have to do and some things that you're responsible for. But at the end of the day, you're not real. I'm not real. We're all going to die.